All right, guys, we are on and recording. Thank you all for being on here tonight. I'm Kristen, and Nicole and I are both going to be on here. She is a coach on my team, and we're going to be talking to you guys about what the coaching opportunity is, because I know for me, when I first started as a coach, or before I started, and when someone first asked me about it, I had no clue what Beachbody was. I'd never even heard of Beachbody. And I was like, what are you talking about? I don't even have a Beachbody. What's that? So we're going to just be completely transparent and be willing to answer any questions that you might have about coaching, because I know that I had a ton of fears. I was a big skeptic in the beginning, and it was really just because I didn't get what exactly it is that Beachbody is and what our job is as a coach. And, you know, many fears are things like, is this a pyramid scheme? Is this, selling to my friends? I don't want to be that person, and I get it. I didn't want to be that person either. And we're going to just answer how, what it really is about, that this is truly about helping people, that it isn't about sales at all. So just a little bit about me first. My name's Kristen. I have been coaching for a little over 3 years now, and my team is Dream Big. And I am just a mom. I have 3 little girls. Their names are Madeline, Ashlynn, and Brooklyn, and they're 5, 3, and almost 11 months. And, oh, there she is pulling up our screens. I was like, where'd we go? And I'm a military spouse. I'm a former teacher and former high school counselor, so I don't have a huge fitness background. I enjoyed working out, but that's pretty much the extent of it before I was a coach. And, when it started for me was when we were over in Japan. My passion grew for fitness a little bit more. When I had my first baby, I quit my teaching job, and therefore, budget was tighter. But I started teaching some body pump classes just for fun, on the side. And that's really where the passion grew. And when we moved back home to the States, our budget got even tighter because, we were missing out on some of the extra income you get overseas as a military family. And I was stressing out. I remember waking up in the middle of the night after I had my second baby, and just stressed out over how we were going to make ends meet and do things for our family, like travel back home to our hometown in Texas to see family and take vacations and afford college for our kids, all those things that we all desire to do for our families, but a lot of times on a single income is really difficult to be able to do. So I knew I wanted to do something different, but really had no clue what that looked like for me. And my friend, Kelly, approached me about the coaching opportunity. And I said no the first couple times because I didn't get it, what it was, and didn't see myself, being a coach. But I finally was like, all right, I'll take the time to at least hear her out and see what it's all about. And she asked me to do a P90X challenge group with her right after I had my second baby. And I was like, you're crazy. I just had a baby, but I also could not get to the gym. First of all, gym was out of our budget, and getting to the gym with 2 young children was pretty much impossible for us. So I was like, all right, let's do this. So I signed up as a coach and started with P90X pretty much at the same time. And I just started by sharing a little bit about what I was doing with my friends. I had a few friends doing like some little 5-day challenges with me, and those friends are actually coaches on our team now, which is really, really cool. So I've been with them for a while. But that's where I started. You can see from my results from my first challenge there on the screen, that was 3 months after having my second baby. I was able to get back to feeling great again, and I had energy and was able to make it work, fitting in my workout at home with little kids, crawling around me, but I wasn't having to waste that drive time going to the gym, and I was hooked. I just loved the results I got. And so that's when things started to click with me, and I just started running with the coaching opportunity more. It doesn't have to be something that takes a whole lot of your time either. I started with just 30 minutes a day and grew it slowly over time. And in the beginning, I thought, okay, if I can just help some people and make an extra $100, $200 a month for my family, that would relieve a lot of stress. Maybe we could go on a date night or we could afford to put our kids in gymnastics or whatever we wanted to do, those little extras that we weren't able to do before. And then it just grew from there. And now, 3 years of coaching, I have over a 6-figure income, and it's just by doing the little things every day that move my business forward and doing what I love and what I'm passionate about, which is encouraging other people to live a healthier lifestyle. So you guys, I just want you to know that, I'm a normal person, just like everybody else. There's nothing special about me. Anybody can do this. And it's really cool to have a business that allows you to be able to dream again. I know that so many times in life, we just start to accept things as it is what it is. And I hate that line because we don't have to accept things just how they are. You are allowed to dream. And I think sometimes as we get older, we start to think like, oh, I have to be an adult, and we just accept things the way they are, and we forget to go after our dreams and what we really want out of life. And I truly believe that all it takes to be a great coach is to have some determination and that passion and discipline to go after what you want to accomplish and what you see as your vision for coaching and for your family, and have a little bit of that, no excuses attitude, and know that what might seem impossible is actually achievable. And so, like I said earlier, I started this just a few minutes a day of my time. I put in more time now, but I still don't work, full-time hours. It's completely part-time hours for me. And I love that it's flexible. I can decide when I want to take off and go do whatever I want to do with my kids, go to the beach, go to the pool, and I'm my own boss. So I love that. I can, I don't have to worry about working a full-time job again. I really had that fear of having to go back to full-time teaching and missing out on that time with my kids. So Nicole has been a coach on my team for what? A couple of years. Okay. So she's going to share her story.
Let's see if I can get the slide to come up. There we go. All right, like Kristen said, I'm Nicole Grafton. I am a diamond coach under her, and I'm the founder of Team Genuine. But really, most importantly, are the things that you see on the screen, and probably who you hear outside my office door, my 2-year-old running up and down the hallway, as we have a 3-week-old son and Cohen. I am a mom. I am a wife. I have 2 degrees in music. I have no fitness and no nutrition background. And actually, my journey started after the birth of Cohen, my first son. I gained a lot of weight, and I was overweight to begin with, and I thought I could lose it all on my own. I ran a half marathon, and I was over 200 pounds, and you can see at the bottom of your screen my before and afters. Kristen reached out and said, hey, why don't you just try this 10-day challenge? And I was like, oh, I don't need to do this. I can do it on my own. And anyway, I finally said yes. Thank goodness I did. Last May, or 2 years ago, May, I started my first 10-day challenge, and not even 5 months later, I was down 75 pounds. But really, more than that, I learned how to make this a lifestyle for me health-wise. And by that point, if you're a mom, you know that you're worried about what your kids are eating and how that's impacting them. And it just started to affect our whole family. And so when she asked me to coach, honestly, my first assumption was, okay, I'm a band director. I don't know anything about fitness and nutrition. You have helped me and done a great job, but there's no way anybody else is going to do this with me. And she said, just trust the process a little bit and see what happens. And lo and behold, here we are. And I love it. It's been great. So I would say when we first started doing this, the reason I signed up to coach was for the discount. And we'll talk about this later, but you get a 25% discount off your Shakeology, which by 5 months into this, I was hooked, and still I haven't missed that meal any day. Sometimes I do too, because it makes me feel better, especially right now with the newborn. I needed that discount because I decided to quit my full-time teaching job in Texas, and we moved states to be closer to family. So we went from 2 incomes and a nice home to living with my parents on my husband's income only, and I'm staying at home. And so really it kind of evolved coaching for me of, okay, it wasn't just about earning a date night. It was, I would really like to move out of my parents' house as a 30-something adult with a baby. And I called Kristen and I said, okay, if this can work for you, I really need to just earn enough to pay a mortgage. And so we kind of worked together and set goals. And 8 months later, my husband and I bought our house just on the street from my parents, in fact. And my Beachbody income covered that mortgage. After that, it just kind of grew from what goals we set. And instead of me thinking this was just going to be me staying healthy, all of a sudden I had people that were healthy with me and coaches that were joining the team. And it just evolved into something that I didn't know it could be. And I think that's what we're here to share with you tonight and kind of give you some vision on. When I started this was just about getting $30 off my shake a month. And here I'm sitting not even 2 years later. And really this has become kind of my outlet. Even after only sleeping 3 hours last night with a newborn, it was nice to sit down and run my own business today, even for 30 minutes. So that's a little bit about me. We're going to share a little bit about Beachbody just as the parent company so that you kind of know what's providing all this awesome stuff for us.
Yeah, because like I said with my story, I had no clue what Beachbody was. So I just want to give you guys a little bit of a background on that. So Beachbody is the company that puts out all these awesome programs that you see here. And there's more than that now too. But I know many of you probably see infomercials like T25, 21 Day Fix, P90X, all of those infomercials. So Beachbody started out as an infomercial business. And they really did not want to just put these programs out on the shelves at Target or Walmart and hope that people do it. They decided they wanted to start a network of coaches that would be there to support people as they are on their fitness journey, because as many of you probably know, accountability is a huge piece of the puzzle when it comes to success with getting results. So that is why they developed this network of coaches. And I really love that we work for a company that puts people first. I've been doing this for 3 years, and I hear it from them all the time. It's about helping other people. This business is about relationships. And so I love that. The other thing that you probably are wondering, okay, I get what Beachbody is, but what exactly is a coach? What does a coach do?
Okay, let me make sure this is good. Okay, so we listed things on the top left for you to read, and I'm not going to read it to you because we're all adults, and I know that I hated that in school, but I wanted to say this was my first fear, and not that it doesn't come back into my mind every so often about, I had preconceived notions of what a Beachbody coach, right? Beachbody. Okay, I can tell you I did not have a beach body when I started coaching. In fact, I don't know that I'm postpartum now, so there's definitely no beach body here. It was really more about learning how to inspire people and motivate people and meet them at their level. So the best thing about starting in the middle of my journey for me as a coach was, instead of me saying, come join my challenge group, we've kind of got the wheels going, I really was raw and honest and said, I'm still on my journey and I'm learning. Do you want to come do this with me? Let's learn together and do this with me. I think the biggest thing, the takeaway for me was, we're all human. We all fail. We all have stories and stretch marks and want a bottle of wine on the weekends or whatever. And people related to that, not necessarily me saying, okay, here's a fitness program, follow this to the T, and here's a meal plan and follow this to the T. So what a coach is a normal person. What a coach is you, and you're going to relate to those people differently than I will relate to them, differently than coaches on your future team will. And that's the beauty of this business, is that we don't have to be perfect to be coaches. We just have to have the desire to be healthier. And just like I said in my opening, my desire to be healthier really was because of Cohen. And now that I have 2 boys, and knowing what's in our food and, being active is really important to me as their mother, that I'm instilling those into them really young. And when I see my coaches and my friends posting pictures of themselves working out with their friends, I'm not looking for their beach body. I'm just inspired because their kids are working out with them, or that they're meal planning with them and enjoy a healthier meal. And That doesn't mean that on my Facebook page or in my challenge groups that I don't post when I have a margarita. Like, that's just part of who we are. It's part of our lifestyle. But I live differently now than I did beforehand. And that's the other part of being a coach, is that I get to be held accountable every day still, from what I'm trying to teach my challengers, and also what they're teaching me, is that it's a little harder to put that second piece of cake on your plate if you know that you're going to have to report into your challenge groups this night. So I just want someone, we put this on here, one person today, or this month's goal was, everyone matters. Every person that I ask to do a challenge group, whether they say yes or no, it matters to me that they're healthier next month, or that I've added value to them. It has nothing to do with me giving them a 6-pack, although, some of them get them by the end of the challenge groups, but it's about motivating them and meeting them where they are, and just going along the journey with them.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, if you could sign up and get one person started, I mean, that's one life that has changed because you decided to become a coach. So what is exactly, well, we know what a coach is, but what do we do? So basically, what we do as a coach is we run challenge groups. And so you can see here it says we're putting together all the pieces of the puzzle, the fitness, the support, and the nutrition to really help people succeed. And what we do is we help them pick the right fitness program for them. We talk to them about what their goals are, what are their struggles, what are things that they like to do, how is their day-to-day nutrition. And based on what they tell us, we make a recommendation. And I know you're probably thinking, well, I don't know all the fitness programs, neither did I. So that's where our team comes into play. We really work together to help you help your challengers. We have a Facebook page, which I'll explain more about later, but our team communicates. They're like a family to me. I love them to death. But we really do help you get started and help yourself succeed and help your challengers succeed. And in our challenge groups, it's really, really cool to see people get results like this. I mean, going down many pant sizes, their confidence goes up, their marriages improve. I mean, it's not just about a number on a scale. It's so much bigger than that, you guys. To be able to really have somebody come back to you and say, you know what, thank you for asking me to do this, because of you, my life is now better and I feel amazing and I have that confidence now that I can go on the beach in my bikini and not worry about how I look, or feeling comfortable with their spouse and rocking a beautiful dress on a date night, whatever it is that they want. It's amazing. And you guys, all we do as coaches is we share our story. It's not about selling. It's really just sharing what's working for us. And this is not a selling type of business. It's all about the relationships and providing that encouragement so other people know that if you can do this, I can do it too. And Nicole, if you want to pull up the next slide, this is pretty much, you can see what our challenge groups kind of look like if you haven't been in one before. I mean, we're doing things like, this is me and my daughter doing a Flex Friday post to encourage each other to get our workout in that day, and cheering each other on, saying like, today's a new day, knowing that it's okay to fail. And it's a safe environment for our challengers to check in and know that they're not alone in their fitness journey. So that's really what it's all about. It's the support and the accountability as you are working on yourself. And like Nicole said, it provides that extra accountability for me as a coach too. I mean, there are many days where I don't feel like pushing play, or I don't feel like eating healthy, but I know that I'm gonna have to check in with my challenge groups. And not that I have to be perfect, but it does make me think more about my choices for the day. So you're probably thinking, all right, that's great. So how do we actually earn income as a coach? So I'm gonna let Nicole do that, because she is definitely more of the numbers person.
Yeah, and I think the next slide will have it too, but I like the numbers. I like the details in some of this. And actually, this is one of my first or second questions besides, okay, I have 2 degrees. How am I going to do this? And number 2, how am I going to make money doing this? Because if I'm just going to do this for a discount, I don't need to worry about the money. So, okay, the first thing is you get 25% commission off anything that's purchased through your site. And again, we're going to talk a lot about this. And you'll hear us and probably the people that invited you to this call say this, but people are not dollar signs to us. We want to make sure that they're successful in their program. We really dig in to make sure that we've met them where they are. So it's not about selling them the most expensive challenge pack or, hey, how many people do I have to get in order to earn this income? I just want you to know that you earn a 25% commission, and you also get a 25% discount, which we'll talk about later. But most of our challengers order what's called a challenge pack. And that's the next bullet point. A challenge pack is their Shakeology plus the fitness program. And then we combine those together because, again, our awesome CEO really believes in having the total package. And the total package is you have to move, you have to do some sort of fitness, and you also have to have some clean eating in order to be healthier. You can't just do one without the other. And so when you sell a challenge pack to one of your future clients, the average is about $50 to $70 in commission from those challenge packs. So that's not small change. I don't know about you, but $50 date night is a nice date night for us. And if you do help 3 to 5 people and you do that math pretty quickly, just based off commissions, there's your $200 that Kristen was talking about at the beginning to kind of fill the gaps in their budget when they came back from Japan. So as you go through this and you build your team, just like I am a coach under Kristen, decided to take the plunge and trust her on the business, you earn what's called cycle bonuses and team bonuses. And all that means is that as your team grows, you have the opportunity to earn additional income based on how many people are being helped, not your sales. There's no minimum requirement for sales. This is not about putting dollar signs on people, but the more people that you help, the more you get compensated. And isn't that the way this is supposed to work? I mean, if you do a better job if you work currently, if you do a better job where you are, shouldn't you earn more? Well, if I'm helping more people achieve healthy, fulfilling lives, shouldn't I earn more? And that's what this is about. As a coach. So that's how you make money. It's really kind of confusing once you get into team bonus stuff, and we can give you some of the details for that. But basically, we start all of our new coaches with one goal, and that is to get your income enough that you've replaced your challenge pack cost, and that's 3 people. And I think if you're sitting on this call right now and you can make a list of 3 people that you know would benefit from feeling better and something easy, and they can plug into a challenge group 2 minutes a day, then there's your 3 people. And then your upline or me or Kristen will work with you, and we keep going. We set goals based on more people to help, not more people to sell to. So that leads me into the next one, which is I don't like sales. I don't feel like when I signed up to coach that I wanted to be the person that walked into church and people were going, there's that girl that's going to sell me on Shakeology. Or going back to my close group of friends, like, oh, that's the girl that wants me to buy Insanity because it's on sale this month. I was really concerned about how that would be perceived. And I think, I hope that by the end of this webinar that you've really learned that's about helping other people for us. That's not about selling. It's not about a bottom line. There's no minimum requirement to be a coach. There was no pressure from Kristen on me to have so many people in my first challenge group. It was simply, hey, who's on your list to talk to this month? And how can you help them? Is there a need there? Is there something that they need? If they can't work out, can you do some meal planning with them? Will Shakeology help if they're a busy mom? Or for me, when I first started Shakeology, I was teaching full time. There was no better snack than between rehearsals, and I would just chug my shake between 3 and 5 o'clock. So I just want you to remember that it's bigger than the dollar sign. It's bigger than goals that I set for myself and Kristen set for herself. It's really about helping people and meeting them where they are and making sure that they set those small goals, and that, how awesome is it that your challengers get to see the same success that you have? So, and I switched the slide too fast, but hey, it'd be cool if we were getting to sail together. So Kristen's going to talk about the trips.
Yeah, I'm thinking about laying out right now at that pool again. I am the Sapphire personality, so this part is really fun to me because Sapphires means they like to have a lot of fun. So one of the things for helping people that Beachbody rewards us with by hitting our goals is taking these really cool trips. I was able to go on my first trip last year. It was a cruise, and I took my whole family. This year, many of us, including Nicole, we got to go to Cancun. And then next year, it's another cruise. And I remember as a newer coach watching coaches, they did a Disney trip that year. And I was thinking, man, that looks cool, but I'll never get to be there, you know? And really, as I got going, I discovered that, like, wow, this actually is very achievable to do. If I'm just helping 3 people a month, I would earn that trip. So it's just a cool little perk. Success starters, if you help 3 people a month your first 3 months as a coach, I'm not going to go into too much detail with that, but you hit something called Success Club, and therefore you would earn a free ticket to Summit. So if you've been following your coach or some of the coaches on here who have gone to Summit, that was just last week. Really, really fun time. So that's an awesome perk as well that you can work towards. So on the next slide, we're going to talk about what exactly can you expect from our team, and what happens when you first sign up as a coach. I know many of you are thinking, okay, this is great, but I'm scared to death. I don't know how to even get started. And I want you to know, like, just relieve that fear off yourself, because that's what we are here to do for you, is help you get started. This isn't a sign up and say, all right, good luck, build your business. You know, we are really good about digging in with you, digging in with our new coaches. We do a lot of hand holding in the beginning and help you get started on the right foot. So when you sign up, you'll get, a welcome letter with some 7-day training to kick you off, and then you're going to do a call with your coach. And then after that, you'll plug into our new coach training group, which is a 21-day group where it's just going to help you learn some ins and outs of the business and how to get going with things and how to use social media, things like that I know many of us, if you're not a coach, you probably have no clue on how to even do. So that's what we're going to do. We also have challenge groups, and when you find your first few challengers, you do not have to go off and start your own challenge group all by yourself. I know that was a fear of mine. So what you have to do is just find your challengers, plug them into a challenge group with your coach. Could be me, could be Nicole, or the coach that you sign up with. And there's several coaches in that group, and we're all working together and sharing the responsibility. So that's really cool, because then our challengers get to see not just me, they get to see other coaches and learn from everybody. And you're not having to take on everything by yourself. And so I want you to know, if you've never done a challenge group, or even if you have and you're starting out as a coach, allow yourself the time to experience that challenge group. So if you find some friends to do it with you, you can be in there more as a challenger and supporting them. But we will run the group for you, so you don't have to take on that role right away and get overwhelmed with everything. We also do a webinar for our team every week. It's Monday nights, and you plug into that. They are recorded, but it's a great way for you to learn from the other coaches on this team and just kind of stay in the know with what's going on with Beachbody. They also have wake-up calls as well that are recorded you can listen to. We have leadership training, as you start building a team, how to become a leader, how to grow a team. We also have a Facebook team page, which I kind of touched on earlier, that as soon as you sign up, we plug you under our team page, and it's a great way for you to, again, learn, be able to ask questions, and just know what's going on. So we really work very closely together as a team. And something I take pride in about our team is we are a extremely encouraging and positive environment. I can't think of any time I've been on my team page and seen negativity or anything like that. I love that about us. So I really do take pride in that about us. So as far as getting started as a coach, how much does this cost? And how do you get signed up? Nicole's going to go over that. Numbers.
She dumps the numbers on me. She's the fun one. I'm the numbers girl. Okay, so if you have already purchased a challenge pack, if you are a current challenger or already on your Shakeology, you actually it doesn't cost you anything to become a coach. Your $40 enrollment fee is waived, and your upline will help you do that. If you are not a challenger and you want a program, so like this month, 21-Day Fix Extreme and 21-Day Fix and Size are all on super, super special. Like they're really cheap. If you sign up with one of those challenge packs as a coach, they waive it immediately. There's no $40 fee. So that's the great thing, again, about what we do, is that it's not about this huge startup fee to start a business. It's $40. This is about making sure you're healthier and sharing the news with other people to make sure that they are healthier as well. If you have just done Shakeology, home direct, which just means you're doing that every month, the fee is $40. And then if you've just done the fitness program, like I know when I started coaching, there were a lot of people that had just bought T25 by itself. Those people that became coaches just paid their $40 to become a coach. There is a monthly fee, and this is my favorite thing to kind of talk about because as a former teacher, websites were really important and still are really important. I don't have to set up a website for me as a Beachbody coach. I don't have to stock anything in my house as a Beachbody coach. In fact, I don't stock anything because one client might want T25 and the other one may want size or just chocolate Shakeology, and I don't have to worry about buying all that product and being ready when they need it. So that $16 fee covers your website plus all of that. The customer service calls, my order is incorrect, I need more Shakeology sooner than it shipped, all of those things you don't have to mess with. You just get to love on people, set goals with them, make sure that they're plugged in and doing the right thing. You don't have to worry about the backside. So there's no annual fee to be a coach. It's just that monthly fee that covers your website. And if any of you are website analysts on here, you know that fee is really, really cheap. The second thing Beachbody does is if you are active military, either you or your spouse, they waive your coach enrollment fee and your monthly fee. And I think just recently, and Kristen, you may correct me, but it's veterans as well, correct?
Yes. Veterans get
so if you are a veteran, they waive that fee. And your upline or we can help with that sign up. It's just a little extra box that you click in a form to fill out to make sure that you get that waived. But I think that's really exciting is that they're not charging you anything to be a coach. And really, so if you're just where I was when I started, you just wanted to do the discount, you're getting a 25% off all your programs, anything new that comes out, and your nutrition stuff. And hello, those supplements that just came out. If you haven't heard about them, they're awesome. You're going to get your discounts on the supplements and the boosts, and you don't have to pay your fees. So we're pretty excited about that. And then once you sign up, you go onto your websites and sign up. Your coach or me or Kristen or somebody whoever your direct upline is, will grab you, just like Kristen talked about, and we're going to plug you in, and we're going to meet you where you're at, and figure out what it is for you that's going to make what you want out of your business. Kristen didn't force me into doing anything. She just asked me what I wanted and has helped me along her way. And I think she would say the same for the people around her, is that she said these are her goals and they plugged her into the right group, and that's how we got started. So there's
just to kind of touch on this as well, there is no minimum sales or anything like that as a coach. So I know some people are like, well, do I have to sell something every few months in order to stay on as a coach or to get my discount? And no. There are some coaches out there who sign up because they just want to save 25% off every month on their Shakeology because they love it. So there are other companies I know that do require you to make a minimum sell or purchase every few months like that to be able to get their discount. And it's not like that. There's no contract or anything like that. So just to kind of wrap us up here, you guys, I want to encourage you all to not wait. I waited a little bit before I got started, and that's my only regret now as a coach, is that I waited to get started. The longer you wait, the longer you're just letting that opportunity go. I don't know how to get this back to full screen. There we go. And as you're working on your fitness journey anyway, especially if you're already a challenger, you're going to be getting some awesome results. People are going to notice the change in you. They're going to notice the confidence change. They're going to notice the differences in how you look and how you're feeling. And when they're ready to get started, if you're not there, they're going to go off and find T25 from another coach, right? And you guys, to have somebody come to you and say, thank you for reaching out to me, and to be able to inspire other people and have them look at you and say, you know what, because of you, I am a better person and I feel amazing. And if you want someone to say that to you, then become a coach. You have nothing to lose, you guys. And this is not about selling. It truly is about inspiring others and making a difference in their life. And I love that I get to wake up every morning, and I pretty much every morning am working in my PJs with my cup of coffee. And I, can do that from home. And I don't have to miss a beat with my kids. When I am done working, I put a little bit of time in the morning, I shut it down, and I'm focused on them. We get to go do things together. And I have that flexibility because I am the CEO of my own business, which is really, really awesome. And if you are willing to put that time in, just grow it at your own pace. And I promise you, if you're consistent over time, you can build whatever vision it is that you have for yourself and your family. And we are here to help guide you to do that. So, you guys, thank you so much for being on. We will.
Kristen, there's a couple questions in chat.
Yeah,
do you want to answer those? Or you want me to?
Let's see. What are the questions?
How do you qualify for the Beachbody cruise? Or how do you qualify for trips?
Yeah, so basically, like I said, there's something called Success Club that we work. It's like a goal that we try to hit every month. We get Success Club points for various things. For example, a challenge pack is 2 points. Shakeology on Home Direct is 1 point. So if you help 3 people a month, say they all 3 bought a challenge pack from you, you would earn 6 points, okay, which qualifies you for Success Club. You only need 5 points to hit your Success Club goal. So basically, Success Club is just like one of those good benchmarks. If you're hitting Success Club each month, you're moving your business forward. You're doing what you're supposed to be doing, meaning helping people. And for every Success Club point, we get so many trip dollars, which goes towards your Beachbody cruise or whatever they do that year. And I mean, I've already paid for my cruise. I paid for it pretty quickly. So all done. And let's see, monthly.
Okay, someone said, if you purchased a challenge pack a long time ago, is your $40 fee waived? Yes. I purchased my first challenge pack 6 months before I became a coach, or 5 months before I became a coach. So just check with your upline on how to do that. But yes, once you've bought the challenge pack, your fee is waived. Not the $15.95 for your website, but the $40 fee. And then someone wants to know how to buy a workout program without Shakeology. Yes, you can absolutely buy those without it. They're always more expensive without Shakeology, especially if you're using it as your first program to sign up. And again, I think that just goes back to the foundation of what our CEO says, is that you can, I mean, what is the saying? You can't outrun a bad diet, or you can't work out 3 hours a day if your nutrition isn't in check. And he was just really concerned about this is not a diet drink. This is about fueling your body. Same thing with the supplements that just came out. So yes, you can absolutely get a fitness program without getting Shakeology. You just have to go and click just on when you shop just for fitness programs.
Yeah, and basically the challenge packs, the reason why they have that is it's getting them everything they need at a bundle discount. So it's not that they do that. I mean, it literally gets the Shakeology down to like $267 a day, which is crazy for a meal. And can we speak about male coaches as well? So we actually have quite a few male coaches within our team and within our, I guess if you want to call it mother team, which is We're Dream Big. So we are within a team called Team Courage. So that's my uplines team. And so there's several male coaches in there as well. And there is also some male support groups for coaches out there that I can plug you into, where you can communicate with other guy coaches in the business. But really, I mean, they're not doing things a whole lot differently than a female would do it. It's mostly just reaching out, sharing your journey along the way, running challenge groups. So, I mean, I hope that answers your question. Do you have anything to add to that, Nicole?
No, but I would say, just like I've been married for almost 11 years, men operate a little bit differently. When my husband, he did a March Madness challenge group, and it was all men stuff. Like the motivational quotes were all stuff I was rolling my eyes at, and he was cracking up at 5:30 in the morning when he'd go do his combat. So I think for me and our team Genuine, I really would want more men to be able to do that, because I don't get it. I don't understand the funny cat videos that make them laugh. I'm like rolling my eyes in bed. So I think just like at the very beginning when we said, what is a coach and how do you relate? People are going to relate to me because I am me. And people are going to relate to my husband because he's him. He's different. Just like they're going to relate to you differently. So we all get to run our own businesses the way we want to run them. And I think I mean, I don't know, maybe Kristen can help me here, but I think men run it the way they're going to run it, and they're just as successful. They just don't, I mean, like, I'm all emotional and so excited that my, wedding ring fits, and they're like, oh, whatever, dude, I got to put on my smaller belt and go play basketball with I don't know. They're just different. God love them.
Can't explain them.
Someone did ask, though, about the fee. The $15 fee is separate from your Shakeology. You guys are typing awesome fast, which is great. But someone did ask, Autumn asked, it is separate from the auto ship.
Yeah. And even with your $15.95 fee, say you're like, I want to sign up as a coach and save on my Shakeology for now. Even with the 25% discount and your $15.95 fee, you're saving like between $17 and $20 a month anyway. So really, there's nothing to lose there. Karen is asking, she already has her Shakeology monthly, but she needs more workout programs and she wants to try more. Then you can definitely go on and order just a separate workout program. Absolutely. And sometimes people, if they want another challenge pack, then they could cancel their current Shakeology and then order another challenge pack. You can have that option too. Anything else? Oh, good idea. Try on demand too. On demand comes with our challenge packs. It's a new thing with Beachbody. It's been out a few months. It's really, really cool. And so when you get a challenge pack, it's 30 days of on demand for free. And there's tons of workout programs on there. And any previously purchased programs you have, most of those are on there too. It's been very helpful for us because Greg takes the disc with him to work. And I've been working out a 21-day fix on my computer. Otherwise, we'll be arguing over who gets the workouts that day.
Yeah. How do you get on the coach training? We will ask you if you want to do it. So Kelly, if you are like gung-ho and you sign up today and you're ready to go, I don't know who the coaches that invited you here, but Kristen, our next 21 day starts the 1st of August, right? So 2 weeks.
Yes.
So you'll start to see on our coaches pages, we'll all post, hey, coach training is coming up. Your upline will tag you and we'll get you plugged in. Yes, it's by invitation because you're awesome. Your coach will invite you, I promise. Is that it? You guys all know that there's a chat here at the bottom. If you don't, it's on the bottom. There's like a little thing that you can, it's like a little bubble. It says chat. Your training under your own coach. Sometimes I get bored and we run them together. I don't know.
Yeah, normally your coach will be in that training group with you and working with you on the side as well. So we team up together to run our training groups. It's not like just me running it. It's normally like Nicole and me and some other coaches as well. We very much work as a team. Best decision ever.
True. You just don't even know it until it's been 2 years and you're like, oh my gosh, I should have done this earlier.
All right. Any other questions?
All right.
Okay. All right, guys. Well, thank you for being on. And if you have any more questions, don't hesitate to message me or Nicole or the coach that invited you, and we will definitely be happy to answer anything else that you want to know about. Everyone have a good night. Thank you for being on. And just one last thing, whoever invited you here, they invited you for a reason, and it's because they see something in you. So it is a compliment that they asked you to come on tonight. So I look forward to seeing you guys on our Dream Big Team page soon. Have a good night.